Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? I think that there's a lot to discuss as far as female rap in this current climate that we're in. And I kind of want to talk about it and just really get into the girls that I think are the top and the girls that are second to the top, third to the top. Like, we're going to keep it pushing, okay? Because we have been blessed that we have so much or so many different female artists. And I think, like, I don't take that lightly. I think that that is like a huge blessing because I think that in history, we have never had that much of a large amount of female rappers. I'm saying we've always had a good amount, but not as much as existing now, you know? And these are just the girls that are on my mind, in my heart, the girls that I'm focusing on. Not saying the most important girls or the girls too focused on. These are just the girls that I'm focusing on, the girls that I think that, you know, are either up next or the top girls doing a thing right now. And I think it's a wonderful time for female rap. Right now is the thing to be. You know, a female rapper is absolutely one of the best things to be, right? So when I think about female rap and I think about the girls, and this is just my perspective for me, so y'all don't get in y'all little feelings. Let's talk about the girls that I think that are the number one girls, the number two girls, and we going on, okay? Now, I think that these girls, as of now, the way in which, you know, they're coming and the type of rappers that they are and how they have been, you know, positioning themselves, I think that everybody owes homage to Little Kim. Little Kim is the one who, you know, blazed the trail. And even though she, you know, as of right now is not like on the charts as far as doing new music and all of that, we can never ever deny that woman's impact and what that woman has brought to female rap. I don't care what nobody say. You are living under a rock, okay? And I'm just talking about just her presence, her, you know, her everything, her cadence, her music, like everything, her lyric ability, you know, her coming under a man and doing what she did, you know, a top male at the time, but doing what she did and creating a trail for these girls and being a woman and doing it, you know. She was never tomboyish. She was very sexual and unapologetic about who she was. And this is why I think that Little Kim is the top girl, you know. She's the reason why, okay? She's grandmother to this mess, okay? She's just like, you know, the standard if we're talking about Little Kim, right? Little Kim is the standard, and I think women were able to create their versions of that, you know, ever since Little Kim, right? And I can't just deny it. I can't say that Little Kim is just not that girl, okay? Number two for me is Cardi B. For me, right? A lot of people will say who came first. Nicki Minaj definitely came first. But for me, as far as the women that, you know, take pride or that I feel as though that they're like creating space and opening doors and, you know, setting the tone, I think that Nicki is definitely the next trendsetter when we're talking about just rap after Kim. However, she didn't give space or leave space for other women to thrive, if you understand what I'm saying. You know, she's not a girl's girl. And for me, I think that plays a part in it because I think that it created dissension. It created issues. You know, when we talk about Kim, we talk about how there was never a passing of the torch. They wasn't able to be like first level, next level with Nicki Minaj. It just wasn't, okay? It was just, it was a sticky place for rap to be in between Kim and Nicki Minaj. You know, I'm not blaming nobody specifically to say, oh, it's Kim's fault or it's Nick's fault. They just, for whatever reason, wasn't able to get it together. And there was not able to be a successful female after Nicki since Nicki has done her thing. And we're not going to act like these girls did not exist. Nicki was out when Iggy was out here trying to do it. These different girls was, you know, trying to be something, and every chance that was gotten. I remember Nicki took shots at Little Mama. Nicki took shots at Iggy. Nicki took shots. It was never a welcoming of female energy. She felt as though she just had to be the only female. She never encouraged other women to exist in space. She had a very hard time welcoming other female energy. She was very territorial as far as where she was at, very territorial about her music, very territorial about, you know, how she was doing this thing. You know, she just did not welcome other women. And that's why I say Cardi B is number two, because Cardi B is welcoming. Cardi B has the talent. Cardi B is entertaining. Cardi B just opens doors for other women to win. She encourages women to do their thing. Every rap girl that we know at this moment that have said that they have had any issues with Cardi B at some point love loved her. Even Bia was over here, giving her public love online and switched up when she got with Nicki. JT, public love with Cardi online, the switched up when she got with Nicki Minaj. Every girl that she is known to have issues with as of right now, there is no girl where issues exist because of something with them. These girls are publicly giving her love and then switching up when they, are with other people, another person, So she's always had a good rapport with these different artists or whatever. And when I speak about Nicki I'm not talking about the rap girls that she's beefing with now. I'm just saying, since she's been in the game, it's been her for years. Not saying that other girls did not come up or try to come up under her. They just was unsuccessful because she made it very hard. There was the phone calls behind the scenes. There was a lot of difficulty for them to be successful, while Nicki was having her reign. She did not welcome female energy. And that's why I said what I said. But Cardi has always welcomed female energy, have always supported the girls, have always, and she was like saying that she just wanted to get her money. She just wanted to do her big one. She just wanted to make music. She was never, I want to be the queen. She never, Nicki's throne was never threatened by Cardi. She just understood that my place is my place and your place is your place. I'm not, threatening your place, and I don't see you as a threat of my place. I just stand where I stand. And I think I love Cardi for that. And that's why Cardi's number 2 for me, number 2 for me. And she's just, her energy, what she brings, she's exciting. She has so much excitement. I'm not here for how long this album is taking, but that's a whole nother topic. But this is the reason why she's number 2, is her energy, the welcoming spirit. She's just entertaining. It's nice to see her play well with others. She has the just fashion trendsetter, fashion icon. She's beautiful. She was able to just make her mark and let it stick for me. So this is why I think that just Cardi's just number 2, the best. Okay, now we gonna get to Nicki. Nicki Minaj is, for me, legendary. Okay, she's very legendary. Her raps are forever. We all, was singing and, moved to her music. Her music is timeless. Her music, we'll never ever sit up in here and say that her music don't mean nothing to her music. You know what I'm saying? However, it's so unfortunate that, as amazing of an artist that she is, everything else, like the drama behind her, falls into way. Her attitude is very, very unpleasant. She doesn't play well with others. She's always given that backbiting, shady, sneaky, passive aggressive energy. And that is unfortunate, because her music is so amazing that her attitude and the personality behind it just takes away, from the musical ability and the love that we have for her music, and that's why she's number 3. Now, she probably should have been number 2, but because of, these different things, her attitude and just how negative it just all comes out to be, you don't have to work with other women. You don't have to necessarily like other women if that's not what you're trying to do, but to stop other women from progressing and be the reason why a lot of women are unable to is just very weird. And the unhealthy obsession for me that she has with success of other people, specifically females. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's what took place with the Ice Spice thing. I think that's what took place with the JT thing. I think that's what takes place with the London girl, London Hill, that she was trying to sign. I think that when it comes down to these different girls being successful, she wants a certain percentage. She want, hey, I want you guys to sign with me. I want you guys to be under me. And for whatever reason, if they don't agree to do so, and they're not, saying that that's something that they want to do, she takes offense to that because she can't be benefiting off of their successes. And I think that's kind of like not the best. It's kind of lame. And I just think that her attitude is the reason why she's number 3, in my opinion. Just for me, though, because, we can all have a difference of opinion. I'm just giving you guys mine. Now, let's talk about it. Now, after we talk about the Nicki, we're talking about Doja. Now, I was very, very having a hard time, very much so having a hard time speaking about Doja as a rapper, because for me, I feel as though she's melodic. She's kind of like, I view her as Coi Leray. That's why Coi Leray is roughly after her, like, right up under her. She's not, right next to her, because I don't think she falls there. But I don't really deem Doja as a rapper. However, a lot of people do, and a lot of people see her as rapping and spitting bars, so I'll give it to her. She's very talented. I love her songs. I think that one thing that Doja has that a lot of the rap girls don't have, she's able to put together a body of work, and she's able to not even just a body of work, but she's able to put together a project, like a song, like a whole melodies, and you know what I'm saying, make it a real thing. These girls, a lot of these girls, come together and create songs, but not in the way Doja does. Doja like creates her songs. I think it shows that she puts a lot of time, energy into creating her music. It's very, like, it sounds good. It's almost and it's a good little singing energy inside of almost pop to me. So when I see Doja, I don't just think of her as just a standard rapper. No, she's giving pop things. She's giving, like, what I'm saying, you could tell that she really has a good musical background, that she went to school for this, because she's not on the surface with her art. Her artistry is like far-fetched. It's pop. It's just, what I'm saying, it's just bubbly. It's melodic. It's, you could just see a bunch of different sounds as being put together. You could hear like old school, like disco era music up in there too. Like, a lot of things are being put together to create Doja's sound, and that's why I just can't put her in the, oh, she's just a pop star category. It just doesn't exist for me, right? So I love her musical ability. She's able to create a whole project, and she's talented, a talented performer. A very talented performer. And I think that that's something she has over a Nicki Minaj. She's more of a dancer. She, very movement and everything. Nicki's not much of a dancer. Nicki, talent and art speaks for itself. She doesn't have to do all the dancing or whatever, but Doja creates a whole show. She really puts you in the mood, is giving just energy, just vibes. And I love that for Doja. That's why she's number 4 for me. Right after that, we're going to talk about Megan. Yes, Megan. Megan has had so much growth this year. So much growth this year. And I just love that for her. I love that for us, that we're able to experience her growth, so much growth. She's talking about having her own cognac, her own, liquor. She's, talking about just doing different things, with just her life, I think there's a lot of growth there. How she is non-responsive to drama and beef online. I love that for her. I love just her musical abilities. One thing that I don't like necessarily about Megan is I don't think Megan creates great songs. Her rapping ability is amazing, but I think it's like where Doja has, she creates great songs and body of work. I think Megan could use some help on that part. I think that she's just not a great songstress, and she can't put together like music as far as a song. Like, when you hear her project, there's a few songs that we love there, but it's just bars, and she's good for a bar or two. She's good to give you bars, but what is after the bars? What is under the bars? What, after you do all that rapping and you rapping this, rapping that, what's next? You know what I'm saying? I just don't think she create great songs, but I think that she's grown, by far one of the rap girls that have grown the most, and I think they said her album debuted number 2, I believe, when it was out. I just think that Megan's, doing a lot of big things, and I love that she's very, like, purposeful in how she does things, and I love that she's being very secure or very hidden as far as who she's intimate with and who she is friends with and who she's around. She understands that everybody is not here for you, and there's not good intentions behind everybody. So I love that she's being very, hidden as far as how she is moving in this industry. I love that. I don't know what's going to happen with the whole case with her backup dancer, but that's a whole nother video. But that's something to think about. But I love just how this era of Megan, her tour, amazing. I loved it. I love seeing the, female unity. The girls all showed out for her. Everybody showed love to her. I love that for her, and I love this new era of her. And you can see a lot of, Beyonce influence. The fact that she's not responding to negativity, the fact that she's handling things the way she's handling things. I love that. I love that she's being very careful how she, puts herself out there, and, the visuals that we see of her. And I know that can't be easy to ignore the static, but I love that she's doing that. I just love that. Okay, so let's go to the next girl. And yes, you guys definitely guessed it. The next girl for me is Glorilla, Big Glow. Glow honestly have grown so much. Maybe she's right along with Megan as far as there's been a lot of growth with both of them. I love how now we are accepting Glow as being sexy. I think that when Glow first tried to do it on her own, project sexiness, it just wasn't given, okay? It just felt like it was very forced, like she was trying to be sexy, and it just wasn't given. But something about her, like, teaming up with, Megan Thee Stallion is like everything about her completely changed, or how we viewed her. She just started started like really out here looking like just sexy, child. The girl was just out here just looking sexy, just looking, as beautiful as can be, just absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know what like transpired, what took place, what changed, or what happened to where now we're starting to view her as sexy. Like, she's a sex symbol. She looked good. She's a beautiful, gorgeous like person. Like, she's, oh my god, she's so my, you sure look good tonight. Like, she's giving that. Okay, she's just so very fine. Like, okay, it's giving all of that. Like, I just think that she like, I don't know what happened, what transpired, but we just started seeing how sexy she was and how beautiful she was and how she was just standing in her fine, just attractive era. And I think that we appreciate that and we love that for her. So I think that Glow has had a lot of growth. We can't go nowhere without hearing Glow. When I think about Glow, I think about Sexy Red, and I think about what Sexy Red projects. Okay, and y'all, once again, this is my list. Okay, just the list for me or the girls that I'm looking at. Right. I'm at this point, I have not actually included Sexy Red in this. If I was to include Sexy Red would probably be, if I was to include Sexy Red, I think I want to talk about Sexy Red just separately by herself, but when I think about the rap girls that I'm focused on. But if we're really talking about Sexy Red, if I had to include Sexy Red would go before, definitely before Megan Thee Stallion, but after Doja, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Now, I say that because Sexy Red, when it comes down to Sexy Red is definitely a talent. And I say that because she's brings a certain energy to where I am who I am, and y'all just gonna have to accept me, and y'all just gonna have to love me for it. Okay, it's a little tacky, it's a little just distasteful, it's a little just ghetto, it's a little like just what I'm saying, hood. It's all of these things. It is that. It's giving that. However, that is Sexy Red. Sexy Red walks in that space to where, what I'm saying, I'm hood, I'm ghetto, I might be a little nasty, child. I'm talking about my booty. I'm talking about just getting there. However, y'all love me, however y'all gonna appreciate me, however y'all gonna respect me as such, what I'm saying. However, I don't think of Sexy much as a talent. More so, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't think like her music is really like, just, oh my god, it's very lighthearted music. It's almost like when I think about Sexy Red, I think about she got cha-cha slide music where you could just repeat it back to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. It's not like where it's like very like detail or very like, it's not important, I guess, or not, she not saying nothing, the babe, I love you, you my everything. Like, she ain't even really singing in like just a certain type of, like, she's not singing where it's beautiful or singing like, what I'm saying, on key or nothing. She's just doing her. And I think that's something to be said. She's creating space for that. So that's why I say, and as far as how popular she is, that's why I say I would put her before Megan, but after Doja. But I did not include Sexy Red on this list. So I'm just going to keep going and talking about Glorilla. Glorilla is absolutely like, I don't know, she just has the best come up right now. I love the entire team. Yo Gotti's knows, and he's doing his big one with that entire team. Like, he know what's up. He's really like showing up and showing out. I love everything that he's doing and been doing, and I love how he's been with everybody and just the promotion of it all and working with everybody, and I just love it. Okay, I love to see it. I love all that's happening, and I think that Glow's just a big deal. Now, after Glow, I want to talk about Lotto. Lotto honestly surprised me with her last album. Lotto is absolutely just breathtaking as far as her music. I don't think Lotto create great songs, but I love her songs. And Lotto is unapologetically herself, and I think I absolutely adore that. What's crazy is she actually showed up and showed out compared to Ice Spice. That's why she's before Ice Spice. Ice Spice was like, you think you the ish, but you really the fought. I think that she proved that she is the ish, and she definitely must be the fought. The stankiest fought you ever smelt, okay, according to her. So I think she proved herself as being that girl, and I'm excited about Lotto. I'm saying, I'm excited to see what's new to Lotto. Like, one thing about Lotto that I think that have been a repeated thing with a lot of people when they speak about Lotto is the fact that we all feel as though she does not have much of a personality. And I'm not going divert from that or remove myself from that or not think that she does not have much of a personality. I'm sorry, like, you know what I'm saying? She just doesn't have much of a personality. But that's not saying that she will never have much of a personality or nothing like that. I think she's growing into herself, becoming more of herself, and just, coming from that standpoint. As far as like her personality and just, I don't know, I just don't think that she has like a big personality, and that's okay. Maybe some people don't have a big personality and it works out for them, but Lotto doesn't have much of a personality for me, and I would like to see more of her personal, of who she is, because we know she's an amazing rapper. We know her behind the scenes, and she's like definitely creating and having the numbers to show that and display that this is who she is. However, Lotto is just has a lot, I would say that a lot to do as far as making people get to know who she is on a very personal level. We don't necessarily know her too much of the personal. I mean, we feel as though that, she's with 21 Savage. That's how we feel. They haven't publicly confirmed, maybe because 21 is fighting some sort of case or whatever, so he don't want to come out and say nothing, or they don't want to come out and say nothing, child. But in my humble opinion, I just think that we need to see more of Lotto personality wise. We need to see more of Lotto and who she is. You know what I'm saying? That, in my opinion, that's just my perspective on it. But yeah, I think Lotto is doing big things, and Lotto is definitely bigger. If we being honest, definitely, in my opinion, bigger. You know what I'm saying? Than just bigger than Ice Spice. Let's go there. Bigger than Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a very interesting thing if we talking about that. But when we talk about the next person being Ice Spice honestly performed very low compared to herself. If we pressing her up against herself or comparing her to herself, she didn't do what was expected of her. I don't know where Ice Spice's career is, going to land at this moment. However, steady still coming up, you being on your come up, you doing the things that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? She is one of the girls to watch. She is still one of the girls. It didn't completely end her, but she does definitely have to build up back to where we, see her as an artist or respect her as an artist. Get to the place where that is. I don't think that Ice Spice is much of a very logical, like, when I say logical, I mean like, I don't know. It almost sounds gimmicky. That's what I mean by that. Maybe logical is not the word, but it sounds gimmicky. It sounds like she's trying to like sell us on something or who she is. Like she's trying to just sell us on it. And I don't necessarily know if I love the idea of her trying to sell us on that version of herself, or just sell us on, hey, this is the type of artist that I am, or sell us on something. I don't know if I like that part of it, because I feel like you should just be yourself, and whoever authentically, goes to you or gravitates towards you, then that's just what it is. But in my humble opinion, I don't think at all, I don't understand why it feels like very gimmicky. Even remember when she was twerking and it just felt like she just did not want to be there. Like it just feels like they trying to sell us, and I think the best sell is when it don't feel so like, hey, we want to sell this, we want to sell this. It should just authentically sell, or just, what I'm saying, it should just feel like good. It shouldn't feel like we're being told to do something. And with Ice Spice, I think it just feels too much like we getting took, or they trying to convince us to rock with her, to F with her, trying to convince us to just, stick with her. And I don't know if I necessarily like that. I feel like we should make the choice on our own, just show us the best of her, and then, we're able to do that. But I didn't dislike her album altogether. I loved a lot of her songs. I love the darker, lower tone when she got into that space. You know what I'm saying? I love when she was low rapping. I don't want all that screaming. I'm not here for that. But the lower tones, I love, and I love the energy behind that, in my humble opinion. But I'm just still seeing, experiencing Ice Spice, and hopefully she grows, and hopefully she becomes like a bigger artist, in my humble opinion. And the next girl for me after that, would be Coi Leray. I think Coi Leray is actually a very big deal. Coi Leray creates great songs. She's right there, right up there with, in my humble opinion, Doja Cat. They just have melodic songs and melodic sounds, and they create great songs and pieces of music, in my opinion. So I love Coi Leray's music, and just how just the songs that she create, her singles. I love, it's me and my twin and them. go, best friend. I love it. I love Coi Leray, just how she puts together music. I think she's an entire package, and just a very amazing package at that. I think Coi Leray is one of my favorites when we talk about just the person that creates great songs. So I think for me, she's right after, just right after Ice Spice as far as, piquing my interest. Now, when we really get into the things, I want to talk about JT. Now, JT is the rapper out of the City Girls, and JT's number 10 for me. JT is she has one of the most authentic come-ups that I've seen in a very long time. JT is, chugging along, doing her thing, one step at a time. And I see JT really building. I see JT really growing. I see JT really becoming a big deal. One of my favorite songs on her album is Uncle Al. I'm here for JT. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I really like her. I don't like the weird issues between her and Cardi, but her just stand alone and, without all the antics, I really like JT. You know what I'm saying? I love JT. I love her musical abilities. When it comes down to Young Miami and JT, I like Young Miami as a person. No Diddy, hashtag no Diddy, but I love her as a person and just how funny she is, and I love her and Saucy's relationship. I gravitate more towards her as far as a person. Once again, no Diddy, as far as how entertaining and how she like to have fun and twerk, and just her, it just seemed like she's a good time. But as far as musical abilities, and we talk about just music, I love JT more. I love JT fashion sense. I love JT the fact she's a beautiful black girl. I love that she calls her fans the Juvies. I love just everything. Okay, it's giving chocolate energy. It's giving black girl magic with JT. It look like, what I'm saying, she's like, just seeing pictures of her, she look like she smelled like cocoa butter. Like, she's just so beautiful. What I'm saying, gorgeous. She represents everything chocolate, and I just love to see her. What I'm saying? I'm here for her come up. I'm here to see what's next for her, everything. So I'm here for JT. My next fave is Flo Milli. I love Flo Milli. Y'all thought I was gonna say Chloe. Nope. Flo Milli. Love Flo Milli. Flo Milli is one of the best talents. Once again, chocolate girl, beautiful girl, very talented. Her musical abilities is everything. This girl stepping on necks. I'm here to see what Flo does. Flo Milli just feels good to me. You know what I'm saying? She's unproblematic. You know what I'm saying? Unproblematic. She has a great team behind her. She works well with others. She is very much so such a great talent. It seems as though she gravitates more towards Cardi, and I absolutely love that. Her and Cardi have the best relationship. I love Flo Milli. I love the energy behind Flo. You know what I'm saying? The next girl is Lakia. I love Lakia. I think Lakia is very, very much so talented. She has it within her. She could be a real big deal. But my thing with Lakia is that Lakia don't have the support system to really push her career. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if a lot of people have heard of Lakia, can really rock with Lakia, but Lakia is really a big deal, and the label's sleeping on her. You know what I'm saying? They not really pushing her stuff. They not really promoting her stuff. They not really making noise behind Lakia, and it's so unfortunate because she's such a talent. I think that at that point she just might as well go, independent, and you be out here doing your little independent shows, and you be out here go heavy on TikTok, go heavy on socials. I should see a freestyle every day about Lakia. I just want to see Lakia be on social media, be on Twitter, post your stuff consistently. Just keep, airing your stuff out. Do what you got to do, because Lakia is such a talent. Lakia is such a beautiful girl, and I'm so thirsty for Lakia to win, but I don't know if, she has the support to really be able to, garner the amount of success that that is deserving of her. And it's so unfortunate because she's so dope. You know what I'm saying? Next person is Scarlett. And this is just my personal list, right? Scarlett, in my humble opinion, is that Scarlett is confused. She's an amazing rapper, create great songs, very much so talented, but she's very much so confused. I think that she needs, I don't know if it's Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know what it is, but she needs somebody to help highlight her sexiness. I think she's trying to figure out how to be sexy or how to be considered a female, because she's saying hey y'all, I'm a girl, I'm a female, I'm a pretty girl, and I want to be looked at and viewed as a sexy, beautiful, pretty girl. However, because of that DMX, because of how hard she raps, because of how, masculine she comes off, it's very hard for people to view her as a very beautiful girl. And she is beautiful. She is a girl. She's a particular taste, in my humble opinion. But I feel like, she deserves to be looked at as a woman. And I think she's struggling with that because she wants the world to view her in a feminine way. So she's trying to, hey, I'm still a girl. I'm still sexy, sex sells. I can still sell sex, and I can still, that's when she was doing a little twerking thing. They trying to figure out how to market her and create sexuality and have that look for her, you know. And it's weird, all this, her boyfriend saying this or her ex-boyfriend saying this, or all this weird energy surrounding her relationship. I just think that's weird. But as if we sincerely talking about her, I think she's a dope rapper, very talented rapper, New York rapper. I loved her, the raspiness in her voice. I love her talent. I love, you know, just everything about her. But she has to, you know, find herself. I think she's at this point lost, confused, don't know like which way to go, and it projects that, it shows that within her art, in my humble opinion. And the next person is Lola Brooke. When it comes down to Lola, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm very in the air about Lola. I just don't know where to necessarily place Lola. Not saying that Lola isn't gorgeous. Lola's a gorgeous girl. Lola's very talented. I love the little, you know, difference in voice, you know. I would love to hear Lola and very much so love to hear Lola and Glorilla get on a song together, because both of them have more like raspy male tone type voices. Their voices is given very aggressive, so I would love to see it on, like, both of them do a song together. But I'm just a little confused on how to place Lola, just to be honest. She's a very small tiny girl, but she's doing her big one, very much so talented. You know, just doing her big one. So I don't know. I really do not know. Like, I don't know like how to necessarily place Lola. I just don't know. I just think that I don't know where she's going to go, but I'm here for it. I'm watching her, you know, I'm watching to see what it is. But I just feel like she's going this like Foxy Brown route, and they gave it to her or whatever, and it sound very good. But then where else are we going to go next? You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to Lola, and it comes down to what Lola is going to do. But then after Lola, we talk about Lady London. And Lady London is talented in her own right. Lady London got her things going on, and I love Lady London, but we don't see much of her. We, you know, not saying she's not a great rapper. She's an amazing rapper, but we just not seeing much of her. We're not seeing much of her talents. We're just not seeing much of her. And it's so unfortunate that we just, you know what I'm saying, not seeing much of her, not seeing like just the entire situation. Like, we just not seeing it, you know. And I would love to see more of Lady London, more of her, you know, bars or whatever. And the way she raps like she's just talking. So it's just very much so natural. It's not giving too much. It's not putting on or nothing like that. It's just, you know, a little cool little vibe or whatever, you know, when it comes down to Lady London. So I love to see Lady London. It's very much so talented. It's very much so given, you know, the big things. So I'm here to see it. You know, we'll see how that goes. But these are my girls that I'm watching. These are the girls that I love. These are the girls, in my opinion, as far as my number ones, my number twos, my number threes, and it goes and it goes and it goes. I did not talk about Sexy Red. Not saying she did not make the list, but I wanted to save my Sexy Red opinions for a whole nother video to really get into it, that one-on-one, when I'm talking about Sexy Red. I just don't think that I would like to include her with the rest of the girls, because I feel like she deserves her own little video, because I don't think that as far as rap ability, I'm really seeing Sexy Red for that. I'm seeing Sexy Red for something else. You know, I'm seeing Sexy Red for just opening doors for women to just be themselves, you know, because it's not much to her rap ability. It's not much to her lyrics. And these girls, I'm looking at them just for rap ability and, you know, how I view them and how I place them when it comes down to their music and such. But I don't see that for, like, when I really sit back and I think about it, I don't see that within Sexy Red. I just see that she's opening doors. You know, she's doing her big one, and definitely being herself while doing it. So that's why I place things the way I place things, and that's why I feel how I feel about it. But this is just my opinion. This is just my list. Y'all let me know what y'all think about everything. I love you guys to pieces, and bye.